Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can strum through a song called See You Tonight by Scotty McCreary. And we're going to end up capoing this on 2nd fret to kind of match the recording. We're going to start on a G major chord, and the way we play G major, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the low E string on the 3rd fret, and third finger goes to the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now another G major you may want to think about through the song though is doing the 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that's another way you may want to play your G major through the song. And then from the G we're going to be going to a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger is going to go to the high E string on the 2nd fret, and third finger is going to go to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, then that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D major, we're going to be going to an E minor chord. So we play E minor. First finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, and second finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now another possibility for the E minor is if you wanted to, you could add in the 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, and the pinky in on the high E string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, then that sounds an E minor 7 chord, and it sounds really sad. And then from the E minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger goes to the D on the 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, then that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And another C you may want to think about though is something called C major 9, where you do your first finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major 9, and it sounds really, really happy. And that's a lot of our song actually, is kind of that G major, D major, E minor, C major, G major, D major, E minor, C major. Happens in our intro and kind of gets varied through our verse and chorus. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the G and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the weird thing about the intro though is timing wise, you may want to end up kind of halving that strum pattern for your chords. So you can do the G major with kind of the down, down, up, and then go to the D for the up, down, up, and then the E minor with the down, down, up, and then the C with the up, down, up. So all together you got G with the down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, G, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up. Another strum pattern I would think about using through the song though is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, up, down, up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried halving that with it, kind of like we were doing with the down, down, up, down, up. You'd have G with down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down, up, down, C, down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, C, up, our verse part, and our verse kind of starts that same way with kind of that G major to the D major, and then an E minor, but then we go to a D major chord, and then we kind of go back to G, and then back to D, and then we do an E minor, and then there's kind of this cool little hit where you could go from C major to the D major. So this is a little weird if you're doing the down, down, up, down, up. You'd have E minor with kind of your down, down, up, C with the up, and then you'd hit the D with the last down, up. So E minor, down, down, up, C, up, D, down, up. Or if you're doing the 16th note pattern, you'd have E minor with the down, 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 up, C with the up, down, and then hit the D with the last down, up, down. So you have E minor with the down, 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 up, C, up, down, D, down, up, down, up. And then from there, then we kind of go back in kind of our G and our D half, our E minor and our D, and then our G, and then our D, and on that first chorus we got kind of a big hit on the C major. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, up, G, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, D, down, up, G, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, G, down, down, up, big push on the C. Or if we tried that with our 16th, we'd have G with a down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, G, down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, C, up, down, D, down, up, down, G, down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, G, down, then we go into our chorus part, which is basically we're starting on G, and then we go to a D major, and then we do our E minor, and then we do our C major, just like the intro. But then we kind of hit that G major, and then the D major, and at the very end of our chorus we do kind of that E minor, and then the C D push that we were talking about in our verses. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, G, down. We'd have G down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, C, up, down, down, up, down, G, down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, C, up, down, D, down, up, down, up. And then we're basically going to be repeating those parts until we get to our solo part. And our solo, we start on C major, and we do our whole strum pattern on a C. And then there's a very, very similar hit where we do the C major and kind of half a G on the very, very last beat. So we'd have C with kind of the down, down, up, and then hit the G on the last down, up. Or if you're doing the 16th, you'd have C with down, 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 up, down, and then G with a down, up, down, up. And then we go back to a C with our whole strum pattern. And then there's this really cool bass push on the last C of the solo, where you do third on the A string, open D, second on the D, fourth fret on the D to kind of lead back into the G chord. So you're going C, D, E, F sharp, and you could even back that up with chords with a C chord, D chord, E minor, and then a D chord if you wanted to kind of make that a big push. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have C with a down, down, up, C, down, up, G, down, up, C, down, up, down, C, D, E minor, D. It's kind of that big push. Or if we tried that with our 16th, we'd have C with a down, down, up, down, down, C, down, up, down, G, down, C, down, up, C, D, E minor, D. And then from there, then we go into our bridge part. And our bridge starts on G major, and then we do another G, and then we almost kind of start halving our chords, kind of like our verse, where we do the G major and a D major, an E minor, and then a C major, and then there's another really big push on kind of our last C of the bridge. So we tried that with down, down, up, up. We'd have G with down, 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 G, down, up, G, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, big C. 16th, we'd have G with a down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, G, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up, big C. And then from there, then we'd be going back into our chorus part and kind of ending with our intro for our outro. Now the weird part is to play along with Scotty McCreary there, instead of starting on a G chord, it's actually starting on an A major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your G major is really an A major chord, your D major is really an E major chord, your E minor is really an F sharp minor chord, and your C major is really a D major chord. But to take it from the very, very beginning, we could try that intro with our down, down, up, down, up. And we'd have G with a down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, up. Or we could start with our 16th and have G with a down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there, then we'd be going into our first verse. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, G, down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, D, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, D, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, big C. Or if we tried that with our 16th, and we have G with a down, 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 up, D, up, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, down, D, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, big C. Or and then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part. So we try that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have G with a down, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, D, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, D, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, D, down, up. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, we'd have G with a down, 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 up, D, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, D, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, down, D, down, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, G, down, up, D, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, C, up, down, D, down, up. And then from there, then we'd be going back into our intro part. Now, one other thing I would think about adding to this song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, or the down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, you could throw in a bass note for the chords. On the G chord, you have the low E string for your bass. On the D, you have the D string for your bass. On the E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass. And on the C, you'd have the A string for your bass. So if we tried our intro with our basses, we'd have G with a bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with the bass, down, up, C, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C, up, down, up. Or we tried that with our 16th. We could do G with a bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C, up, down, up. And then from there, then we'd be going into our verse part. So we tried that with a bass, down, up, we have G with a bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C, up, D, down, G with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, up, C, up, D, down, up. Or if we tried that with kind of our 16th, we'd have G with low E bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, sometimes I like throwing in extra basses, so G with bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, E minor with low E bass, into our next chorus. So we tried our bass down, up, through that. We'd have G with the bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, up, C, up, down, G with Louis bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, up, C, up, D, down, G with Louis bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, up, D, up, down, G with Louis bass, down, up, D, up, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, up, C, up, D, down, up. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, we'd have G with the bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, up, E minor, bass, down, up, C, up, bass, down, G with Louis bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, up, C, up, bass, D, down, G with Louis bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, G with Louis bass, down, up, D, up, bass, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, C, up, bass, D, down, and then from there, then we go back into our intro part. So we're kind of back to our G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, and then from there, then we go into our solo part. So we tried our solo with the bass down, up, down, up. We'd have C with low E or A bass, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, G down, C with an A bass, down, down, up, C, D, E minor, D. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, we'd have C with an A bass, C with an A bass, down, up, down, G down, C, C, D, E minor, D. It'd be kind of cool to kind of work that as kind of a bass down up through that part. Now if you're using your 16th on your solo though, you may want to think about kind of taking that bass line, and you could even kind of shift that second fret on the D string to an open E, and then do that fourth fret on the D string on the low E on the second fret. We're kind of shifting things by octave. So instead of doing C, D, E, F sharp, you could go C to open D to open E, and then the F sharp on the low E string. So you could kind of work it as kind of a bass down up if you wanted to. You could do the C with kind of a bass, down up, D with the D bass, down up, E minor, low E bass, down, and then you kind of take the first finger and go to the low E string and get in that second fret on the low E string. I'm actually kind of cheating this and doing something called D sus / F sharp, where you do first finger on the low E string second, second finger on the G string second, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E string third. So you could kind of work that as kind of that E minor voicing to that F sharp. So that might be a cool way to word that push. It's kind of C down, D with the D bass, down, E minor, Louis bass, down, D sus / F sharp. And then from there, we'd be going into our bridge part. So if we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up, we'd have G with a bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, D, up, down, E minor, low E bass, down, C, up, down, big C. Or if we tried that with our 16th pattern, we'd have G with a bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, E minor, low E bass, down, C, up, bass, down, big C. And then from there, we'd be going into our last chorus. So we'd be back to G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, D, G, D, E minor, D, G, D, minor, C, D. It feels really good to do that. It's kind of a bass out on each one, on the C and the D too. I gotta think about that too, that E minor, down, C bass, down, D bass, down. I kind of work really well with the basses. And then from there, we'd be going back into our intro for our outro. So we're at G, D, minor, C, G, D, minor, C, But that's the basics of how you can strum through See You Tonight by Scotty McCreary. So good luck!